Hey guys, welcome back to Dream and Dragons. It's a smack bang center of summer. Been a while since I've done a walk around, so figured perfect time. Suss out how the branches, how the buds, how the fruit are all traveling, and to squeeze in a bit of a rare dragon fruit giveaway. So let's get into it. Over here, this one's been absolutely pumped by the sun. We've had some highs of low 40s, we've had some lows of high teens. And everything in between. It's been wet, it's been raining, and everything in between. So this particular one, pretty old, it's a bit root bound, it's got weeds up to its knees, hit by hail, hit by the sun, it's battered, it's bruised, but as you can see, it's throwing out buds left, right and center. There's a few that have aborted, like this one just here, it's about to abort, that one's about to abort. There's one over there that's about to abort, but considering how ratty and battered and bruised it is, it's doing pretty well. This one's one of my beautiful pink unknowns. Has given me some incredible fruit over the year, and I'm going to absolutely whip it to the grave. It'll stay here. I'm not giving it much love, just letting it do its thing, but it lives on to fight another day. Fights on, gives more fruit. Happy days. Over here we've got one of my famous one pot wonders. All it is a single cutting. This one's chameleon, sitting in a bucket, hanging over the retaining wall. And as you can kind of see here, we've got buds galore. There's a few aborted because it's throwing that many, but we've got hundreds, and all it is a single cutting sitting in a bucket. Happy days. We've also got one of its fruit just here, which I did a self-fertility test on. Still fertile, excellent. But yeah, it's got super pretty buds, this one, as you can see. Very nice. We've got another one here hanging off the wall, another one pot wonder, as you can see here. Some beautiful Connie flowers. They're throwing them out left, right and center, so yeah, very nice, very easy to look after. Just let it do its thing, stake in so it doesn't fall off the edge. Happy days. Here's Sugar Dragon going wild. I'll show it from the other side in a second, but plenty of fruit and bud action there. This is how it all starts, and I'll be making a video in a couple of weeks time, so look out for that. But this is the beginning of our one pot wonder. Here's a black dragon throwing out a few branches, easy peasy. Would not surprise me if we get a fruit by the end of the season from that one. And we've got another one over here. Here's our Edgar's baby. As you can see, we've got a couple of buds there tucked away with the weeds under the lemonade tree. Got a fruit over the other side. Once again, single cutting. Happy days. I'm just going to walk around the other side, bear with me. Actually, here we go. We've got a ratty, battered pink panther here, hit by the sun, hit by the heat of the stone, but we've got some beautiful fruit. We've got some beautiful fruit. We've got a bud over there, and there's a few more on the way. Excellent. Another early start to the one pot wonder. We've got our rainbow just here, a couple of branches dangling over, easy peasy. Seed graft, trying a few things. Stay tuned for a bit of an update on that coming as well. There's one of our Edgar's baby's flowers last night. Had a bit of rain, so just bagging them up. Just got a bit of scrap and rabble on the floor. Sugar Dragon one pot wonder. Just sitting here with a fern growing out the bottom. And a bud. So that one's only a month or two old, so it's really doing well. This pot here, we've got a pink panther, we've got a physical graffiti, and we've got a Halley's Comet. And as you can see, it's just woken up with a bit of love, throwing buds out left, right and center. I've been pretty neglectful. It's not trained particularly special, but doesn't have to. More branches, More buds. Excellent. We could probably juice up a little bit more, but I am just letting it do its thing. I've been a bit neglectful, but yeah, still plenty of buds, easy peasy. Over here we've got our Connie Meyer, our Bruni, and our Kathy Van Orum. A couple of flowers opened last night, beautiful pinks, beautiful purples, lovely stuff. We've got a few aborted ones here from the rain, but yeah, regardless, plenty more buds on its way. A couple of fruit over the other side, a couple of fruit set down here. That one down the bottom is also aborted, but plenty coming through. We've got a few opening tonight. Always on the most inconvenient spots, but that's nature for you. A couple more buds. Over here we've got a chimera. This chimera, I've grown it two ways. I've let its variegated branches grow down the bottom here, as you can see. Beautiful red, beautiful greens, swirling, twirling, happy days. But with variegated varieties, they are a bit more prone to sunburn. So what I've done, I've grown an unvariegated branch up the top, which has shot out a few branches to give it a bit of shade, and that's thrown out some buds too. So these won't be as pretty looking fruit. Same fruit, just won't look as pretty without the variegations. A couple of aborted just because it's throwing that many out, but it's giving the variegated branches some shade, which is good considering some of the temperatures we've had lately. And as promised, giveaway time. Jump on over to my Facebook page. You can see it right here. One entry to win this beautiful chimera cutting for hitting the like button on the Facebook video, and a second entry for mentioning which fruit you're looking most forward to tasting this year. We'll announce the winner 7 days from when the video went live. We've got a seed graft just here that I've done. Stay tuned. That's another update that'll be coming soon. We've got a horizontal graft over here, another horizontal graft. This one's an orange giant, and it has just given us 2 buds. So that one's only about 3 months old, I would say, not even that. And yeah, we'll be trying some orange giant before you know it. Happy days. Over on the back here, we've got a particularly special one. This one's called Jingdu. I believe it's a large, red-fleshed, self-fertile variety. It's only pretty young, but it's only been in the pot for a couple of weeks and it's charging up. Don't know too much about that. A friend of mine's given it to me, but I've heard it's, yeah, pretty big, pretty solid, and self-fertile, which is brilliant. Over here is just some general rabble. We've got an Assunta 5. We've got a Red Majesty, another large red-fleshed self-fertile variety. And then we've got a orange giant that I've been so lazy with, and instead of training it up, it's pretty much just turned into another one of those one-pot wonders. So we'll see how that goes. Over here, sugar dragons galore. Got to have sugar dragon in your collection. Hundreds of buds, hundreds of flowers. Always the first one to bloom. Beautiful. And here's some pink panthers too. Throwing them out left, right and center. Here's our here's our Connie Meyer, our one-pot wonder from the front. As you can see, when these bloom and you've got it draping over the wall, it is spectacular. And it's come from a single cutting. It's its second year. Last year, this pot alone gave me about 30 fruit. This year, probably about the same. And over the other side there, you can see all the chameleon buds that are going to be popping in the next couple of nights too, which is going to be spectacular. We've got our beautiful variegated branches, our beautiful variegated ones just here. We've got our yellow variegated, which is always a talking point. Always catches someone's eyes when they come on over. They're like, what on earth is that? Then just behind it, we've got our Worth variegated with its beautiful marbled branches. Another particularly special looking plant. Twisting and twirling all over the place. We've got another black one pot wonder just down here, sitting under our Trisha and our American Beauty, which is throwing out some nice buds and some nice fruit over there too. This one here is my beautiful seed graft trellis. I've got hundreds of grafted seeds just throwing branches out here, so hopefully we get a few pleasant surprises later in the season there. I won't go into details on what they are just yet, just till I know whether it's worthwhile adding to the billions of fruit that are subtly different out there in the dragon fruiting world. But yeah, so we've got about 9 different seed varieties in this trellis, so we'll see how that goes. We'll come around here. Here's 100,000 little seed and the assorted other dragon fruit pile. Plenty of grafts, plenty of seeds. We've got our Pelora and our Red Jaina in this one. A couple of buds here and there. There's a few there. Nothing too spectacular. They seem to be the slowest developing buds out of every variety I've had. But these will be my first Peloras, so looking forward to seeing what the hype's all about. No Red Jaina ones yet. About 5 or 6 Peloras, that's a good start. I've walked into it a handful of times and it reminds me it's there. Same as Trisha. You definitely don't want to walk into that either. In this pot here we've got White Sapphire, we've got Thick King, and we've got Townsend Pink. Our Thick King over here has started throwing out hundreds of these weird looking buds. Very weird, very peculiar. I've not had fruit from it before, so I'm eager to see what this is all about, whether they turn back into branches. I don't think they will, but they look pretty funky anyway. As you can see there, very funky looking things. Here's a close-up. We've got half a dozen White Sapphires as well, so looking forward to those. No Townsend Pink, I don't think. And then right at the back over here, we've got a trellis just here. Well, I'd barely call it a trellis. It was literally a piece of timber standing upright with a concrete post at the bottom, and there's 4 varieties in there, all crisscrossing over the top. I have not trained it, as you can see, and it's pretty much turned into an incredible security pole. You can't get anywhere near it. There's spikes everywhere. We've got Moroccan red, we've got royal red, we've got a black, and we've got condor in there. A couple of buds, but yeah, if you get within a meter of it, it lets you know. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend keeping on top of that. But we live and learn. Couple of fruit. American Beauty. There's a few more up there too. Whoa, we've lost our... There we go, there's our focus. Pretty much where we're at for the time being. Pretty happy, considering we missed the very beginning of the growing season. But yeah, stick around, suss out the channel. If there's anything you want to see or anything you want covered in a bit more detail, let us know. Otherwise, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you soon.